Hi there, Rachael-Jayne here, and welcome to Awaken TV. And I wanted to shoot this quick video because I could feel in the ethers that some of you are feeling discouraged already, discouraged with your results, or feeling like, oh my God, I'm working too hard for the little return, or I'm, trying to make these changes, whether that's on the scales or in your business, or trying to make a relationship shift its course, or shift to a more deeper way of loving and living together. Whatever that is, I just wanted to get on here and remind you of something. We do not know where all of this is taking us. All you can do is have your intention, be very clear as you can be, and to be in the receptive mode of open to receiving, which is doing your best to be in gratitude and joy and surrender to that. But when I look back at some of the biggest times when I thought the results just didn't cut it, and I beat myself up, or I just felt bad about it for weeks, now I look back like a year or 2 years or 3 years later, they were huge turning points. For example, I did a speech a few years ago where I traveled a long way to go. I spoke for free. It was at a big event, and I took my whole team, and there was just a lot of expense to go there, and the results were half of what they should have been, that I would have been happy with. It was not a great result. But at that event, I met somebody who ended up becoming a client, and now has become one of our lead mastery coaches, and a great friend and a mentor to me in some ways also. That would not have happened if I didn't go to that particular event, because I felt the draw. I knew the divine, my higher power, was saying, go speak at that event. But the results weren't the way that I wanted them. Have you ever felt like that? You get the hit, you get the intuitive hit that you're meant to do something, and then the results don't please you, and then you think you were all, off about it? Well, it happened again around that time. I remember having an opportunity to sponsor an event and do a booth and all of that, and I was pretty new to that. I spent $15,000 on this event, and it got very little return, very little return. But I met somebody there who is probably been one of the most instrumental people in our business. I would not have met her there and had the connection there that has brought back to us a lot more than $15,000, a lot more, because of that one interaction. But at the time, I beat myself up and thought that was a waste of time and a waste of money, but it wasn't. And I've just posted it in my email too. I had a wonderful conversation with Anya, who is the founder of East West Women. And I definitely highly recommend that you watch some of her interview series. Mine's on February 18th. And this was an example of, I don't usually do interview series or telesummits or anything like that, but I had a download of do this one. And I didn't know why. And we got on to the Zoom interview, and it was quite a profound conversation. She was interviewing me, but the tide turned pretty quickly, and she had some real huge breakthroughs right there and then. So check that out. I mean, there's lots of stories that I can remember. So do not judge. It is moving you toward your greatest desires. Your higher power is. You need to pick up the next divine breadcrumb that's laid in front of you that you get a hit about. But do not judge. Do not get discouraged, because that's game over. If you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, that's game over. And don't be so arrogant to think that you know where all of this is leading you. You do not know. So do what you can right now to be grateful for the results that you're getting. Be grateful for the inspiration that you have. Be grateful for the intention that you have set to change. And then be patient with no judgment of how that unfolds. So I'll post a link here too for Anya and I's interview. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Just sweep it off. Sweep it off. That discouragement doesn't help anyone. And we'll talk to you next week on Awaken TV. Bye, everyone.